Hi everyone. So, welcome to day 30. We have almost covered multiple things around the time. You can see we have covered front end. We have covered back end. Started with the APIs. We are building new and new APIs. Now we are in the post API where we are building how to receive the post and how to send the post because it is in the first iteration. In the first iteration we haven't added the delete thing. So yesterday I raised a question. Could there be a better way? Because there could be a large number of posts available. So yes, there is one way. And that is, do you know what that is? That is known as pagination. So today we will look into the pagination part first. And if time permits, then we will move towards post APIs for that. Let's see. So for that, I have made few changes. So first change I made is making it a blob. So what does blob means? So blob is nothing but a way to store images in its form. Similarly, I changed it in the models. Also, I made a changes in the app.py because it will not run as directed. So let's get back to it and we can see it will send the data in this format. So now what we were discussing, we have to do these things that need to be sent on the front end in form of pagination. So how to do that? So for pagination, we will look where we will look in the browser how to implement pagination in the SQL Alchemy. Pagination. So the function called paginate SQL Alchemy. So paginate is one of the method defined in the query form of ORM where we define limits or page is equals to. So you can see it's a simple thing like page equals to page per page. So let's say you want to see 10 data or 20 data and it resets a page. So you request the page number. So page basically means page number and per page how many content should be there 10, 20, 100. So this is the basic thing we will add. This is the same command. Where? Here. We don't want all, but we want to filter by. What we want to filter by? So we want to filter by, let's get the username from here, user ID. So user ID equals to get current user. And now user ID must not be equals to user ID. Why? I don't want to see my post there in that post for now. But let's say if you want to do that, you can remove this and have filled all. So let's for now, let's do the all. But now there is two things. Where is the page and where is this per page? So that we require in the input. So what we do? We will take an input and for input you know what to do. We have to make a parser that is request parser dot request parser. Now parser dot add argument. What is that argument? Page. Per page. right? Now what we will do, we will add let's say args arguments equals to parser dot get arguments. So let's confirm this. So you know that is the same thing. And now what does it contain? Page is equals to args dot get. And what does argument should get? It should get page. Or what does should it should page and per page is equals to args dot get per page, right? But it's in the form of pagination. So what I want in the form of pagination. So posts is equals to temp post dot items. We are not using this, so for now, for this is good, and data will become posts. What are other thing we will send? Page is equals to page, comma total page no, that should be temp post dot, let's see, so I have checked something. There is a function if I use the page nation, so it will be total. What should be there? I guess that will be more than enough to send the data. Now it is ready. So what should we do? We should test some of the test cases for these things, and then we will look for the posting the APIs. So for testing, what we do, we will go to Postman. Before, and what to do here? We have to run the command. Let's say we make sign up thing. We have this body. Okay, so we don't know this error, so search for this error. Let's see what this error means. I guess the blob is not there, so something like uh, string field. So it's saying to convert it to into base 64 because it's an image form. So now let's convert that. So let's def encode blob, which will take the data and return base64 dot encode data dot decode in form of UTF-8. What does this mean? So it will convert into string format, and we are using the same thing in the format of this. So let's change this here. Now, first of all, let's import base64. So you can see it is showing that way, that thing as well. So let's go to again this part and test the APIs. First, we done the post user is created. Then we create a login. With this test password is also test. So we get some access token. And let's say we copy that. Why we need to copy? Because when we create another API, and that is for posts. But let's say first make it for profile. So let's go to profile or app.py where that function is there. API slash profile. So it's a new request profile where authorization is bearer token and token is this. Now any more thing that is required in the profile to get the data, so that is the username, and we know username is a test, so we will send that. You can we will see that what more things to be done so that someone cannot send the username. So username will be test. All right, or any more thing is required? No, right? So let's see if there is some data there, or if there is data what it's sending. So you can say it's fetching completely and the things we require, it is there. So it's working fine. So let's make it profile get. Now again new HTTP request where again it will be profile, but this time this is for put, and we will name it profile put. Let's say we don't require login or sign up, but we require profile put, where we again authorization have the bearer token, send the data, data is sent. What we will see send again, this will be sent in the profile put in the body in the form of raw part. So let's say we want to do test username as test1 instead of test. And again authorization will be bearer token and authorization token will be sent, and that authorization token is this. Okay, so what was the error? Because it's a text. Now let's convert it to JSON and send it. So it says user not found. Why? Because this username is username. So let's make it this one and first send this. So now you can say this is there. Now that is a mistake because now anyone can update the user. So what we have to do? We have to update this API of the profile. So that's where the um, use of this comes into picture. User equals to get current user, and this will be used to fetch. Also we will print this to see what does it contain. Okay, this time let's see, we will send test1 and send this. What does it say? 404 not found. Why? Because we have changed that. So now there is this thing 404040. So let's restart the server first. So now let's again send the profile data and username is this. So again it's sending 404 user not found. So now we will go to the profile, we will see that is in the profile update put. So what we will do after this test, we will add this control Z, sorry. User equals to get current user. Also we will print this and here it should not be like that. So let's, for now this part should be removed. Now let's check. So we get some error in the runtime. So now if you see what does it shows 500. So let's try once again. So we get some error. So we don't know this type of error. So let's search for this error. So we have to add this here. So let's add this and try this. So we are using for profile. So let's add this here first. And what we import from, okay, this need to be added. Or let's say I want to search this. What was that? Get current user Python JWT extended. So it's get JWT identity. So it is get JWT identity. It was not like that. So let's use this. It was not get current user. And now we will use it here. In similar way. Now let's see. It says test and test not found. Now let's see why test not found. Because it is username, not user. So now let's say we put user and it should work now. So now it's 202 because it's changed. Now let's say we want to test it for this one. Now you know. So you know this is working and now it's time for post get. So it's another new HTTP request where we first add the URL. Say let's say we are a token which will be have another thing, this one. Now we will add this in the form of raw, that is JSON. So let's say we have per page equals to 20 and and page equals to 1 for now. And let's see, is this correct method? Yeah, it is correct. So we don't have to send anything here, just this thing, and I guess it will work. Any more thing required? So what does it should return? It should return this way 200, but data failed successfully, but that should be empty. Now what I can see, get args is not there. That is not get arg, that is parse arg. Sorry for the mistake. And now it will work. Token has expired, something like this, because token is there and it expired. So nothing to worry, but this is the type of thing we're looking at. And let's save this. Now you know it's working. So let's make it that was post get. I hope this could be an interactive session for you. I hope this is an interactive session for you. Thank you for your time. So from tomorrow, and let's see Jira, what we were doing and what the deadline. So we know tomorrow we have to work on the post part, but is it on the deadline or it's required 2 more days so we can discuss more in detail. So yeah, it's post and its deadline is tomorrow. So we will finish it by tomorrow. All right. So thank you for watching the stream. Thank you very much.